Welcome to Formula Drift Insider. I'm Ryan Sage. This week we'll drive in the 2011 Scion TC built by Stefan Papadakis and talk with its driver Fredric Aasbo about a season this year which includes a recent podium in Seattle and what's become the infamous evergreen battle with Tyler McQuarrie. After that, we'll also speak to Tyler McQuarrie himself about the soon approaching Round 6 in Las Vegas and how he'll defend his 2010 win. For now, let's get to know Steph and his ride.
I'm Stefan Papadakis, and I run and own the Scion Need for Speed drift team that Fredric Aasbo drives for. So the trend right now in Formula Drift has definitely been V8s. Muscle car V8s, the LS series engines, and we've actually had that in the last 2 years with our old Scion, but this year we went to a 4-cylinder engine, which is, bucking the trend. That's what we do, is we take something that's hard to do and turn it into something competitive. And you know what? You see these guys having top 3 podium sweeps, and so obviously they're doing something right. We're the team that takes these cars that are hard to build, hard to compete in, and we make them built, and we make them competitive. And we go out there and people can say, wow, that team does a really good job building these cars. Fredric does a really good job driving these cars, and that's exciting. What I love is the challenge of starting off with something that's not a drift car. It doesn't even do burnouts, really. And turning that into something that can go out there and win. We're out there with our used-to-be front-wheel drive Scion with a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. If you look at it on paper, you would think that there's no way we're going to have, any kind of advantage. But, having that level of maybe disadvantage is what drives me. I like having to go and compete on, a little bit harder level, and if we can go out there and win, that victory is just so much sweeter.
Well, no doubt the man knows how to build a drift car, but now let's talk to the man behind the wheel in this week's Formula Drift interview, Fredric Aasbo.
Fredric Aasbo, car number 151, Need for Speed Scion TC. Do you say bananas or do you say bananas over here? Bananas, I guess. Yeah, the battles between Tyler McQuarrie and myself in Seattle, that was one for the books. And Tyler McQuarrie is a race car driver as good as they get. That's what I know about him. And we've been chatting it up. He's super professional, he's super fast at the track, and going up against a guy of Tyler's caliber it's actually a relief, because he's so good that he's very unlikely to mess up. He does not pull any tricks. He's a straight up, just fast guy. And battling guys like him is when I feel I learn the most. Tyler and myself, we have very different styles. Whereas Tyler is super fast, super smooth, very calculated. I might bring a little bit more flair to certain portions of the track, maybe a little bit harder transitions, maybe some more angle. And I think the judges' decision on those runs says a lot about the path drifting in Formula D in specific has taken. I think in short, what it comes down to is that if you let the grip and horsepower race continue, the cars will get so extreme, so fast that it's unobtainable for any fan. Plus it brings it all out of control. So I think giving some leeway on the distance between the cars and rather judge harder on the style gives a lot more room for all cars to be competitive, and it also brings the sport back more to where it all started.
Well, one thing we can say for sure is some battles will always equal endless debate. For now, as we approach Sin City for Round 6, let's talk to last year's winner, Tyler McQuarrie, for his thoughts on this round and the Vegas track.
Let's talk about Las Vegas. You're currently coming into Washington, standing 8th. Is Vegas something you look forward to or something you dwell?
No, you absolutely look forward to an event that you did well. I won the event last year, so I think a big part of drifting is confidence. You go back to a track that you've done well at, and it just obviously produces confidence, and that's going to help your performance. And I think this part of the season, I'm coming back to tracks, starting back at New Jersey, that I've always done really well at. So I'm excited to get back to Vegas and try and get back on top.
Vegas over the years, as we've come to know it, it's changed over the years. It's kind of a blank slate. It's an Etch-a-Sketch. We can draw whatever we want. Do you think we should change it? Do you like the setup? And rumor on the street is we might potentially change it.
For Team Falcon, we go to tracks like Palm Beach. You know, when there's a new track, I think, you know, the cream kind of rises to the top. You know, you could kind of say these guys are really prepared really well to switch things on the fly really fast. So, you know, if they were to change the track, I think this team is, you know, definitely suited for it. But it's weird though, like I do well at Vegas, but I've in the past always done well on ovals. That's been more my style of track, you know. So last year was not necessarily a surprise, but it was definitely the help of the ASD guys in Falcon with their setup that they gave me that helped me, you know, do better there. So I'm excited to go there. If they switch it up, I'm all for it. You know, that's the kind of driver I am. I adapt well to change, and sometimes maybe not when I'm road racing too much. But.
Well, that's it for this week. For a peek at what's next, here's Marcella.
Thanks, Ryan. Next week, we'll recap and delve further into all the Vegas action as we find out if Dye has managed to retain his championship lead. We're also going to sit down with technical manager Tony Angelo and learn all about his newly revised tire compliance rule and its potential impact that it could have on Formula Drift. So make sure not to miss out. As always, remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and email any suggestions and comments to insider@formulad.com. And while you're on our Facebook fan page, share our Drift of the Week poll for a chance to win an X Mini speaker.